People are watching this set of off-year elections more closely than usual. Let me give you an inside look at what we're looking at and why it matters, including for next year's midterm elections. Hi, everyone. I'm Shauna Presley-Vircher, the political fixer. Possibly the race that has us the most on the edge of our seat is the New Jersey governor's race. Now, this race right now is being run by Democratic Congresswoman and former Navy pilot Mikey Sherrill against former MAGA state lawmaker Jack Ciattarelli. Can New Jersey be returned to Republican rule? Well, keep in mind that it was just 8 short years ago, 2 terms, where New Jersey was governed by the prominent Republican Chris Christie. What specifically has Democrats so nervous in this campaign? Well, first of all, polls are all over the board. Some of them show that Mikey Sherrill is up by around 8 points, but some of them show it neck and neck with only 1 point separating her and her opponent. Every vote is going to count in this one. The markets, on the other hand, are less nervous about New Jersey. 85% of Kalshi bettors believe that Democrats will hold on to the governor's seat. However, they do agree with the polls in one instance, which is that this is going to be a close one. Over a third of bettors believe that this race is going to come down to 6 points or fewer. 12% of them think it is going to be a nail biter, with less than 2% separating the two candidates. The New Jersey governor's race could have national implications. If Ciattarelli manages to flip the state to Republican, it could give them a lot of momentum going into the midterms. However, if Mikey Sherrill wins, but just barely, it might finally start a conversation among national Democratic Party figures about how smart it is to run a mild centrist campaign in this heated political climate. One thing that is for certain is that no one who works in New Jersey politics is going to get any sleep tonight. Another race to watch with national implications is the California redistricting fight. Now, Texas redrew its congressional maps to benefit more Republican congressional seats at the request of 47. In response, California has a ballot initiative asking their voters if they would like for California to redraw their maps, this time benefiting Democrats. The Public Policy Institute of California, which prides itself on being objective and nonpartisan, polled Prop 50 and found that a whopping 56% of California voters are in favor of the redistricting ballot initiative. Now, that is a 13-point spread over those who oppose the measure. The markets are also bullish that California's Prop 50 will pass. In fact, 96% of their bettors are confident that Proposition 50 will become law and California's districts will be redrawn. But I'm even more confident that the measure will pass, partly based on a Politico story that said that Republicans are, quote, retreating from this ballot effort. Opposition donors have stopped giving to the efforts, and the leaders of the opposition to Prop 50 are already looking for someone to blame for the loss. Now, you don't have to be a political strategist to see that people blaming each other for a loss before the votes have even been cast yet, not a great sign. Proposition 50 is a really important thing to keep an eye on no matter where you live in the country, because if it passes in California, then you can be sure that on both sides of the aisle, other states will start advancing their efforts to redraw their congressional maps. The markets are already keeping an eye on Louisiana, Missouri, and Illinois to do just that. We've got lots more to discuss with this Political Fixer election preview, so make sure to see part 2 of this video series and mark your calendars, because I will be going on the air live at Political Fixer at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on election night this Tuesday to cover this and many more election results. Check out part 2, follow me at Political Fixer, and vote if there are any elections in your area. I'll see you soon.